Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is a 66 Mustang Convertible, and she is beautiful. It's an A-code Mustang. It's got a beautiful 289 under this hood, and that ivy green metallic is gorgeous. It was born this color too, man. It is gorgeous. The paint man did a beautiful job, and the body man did a good job too. Man, all those body lines are slick as can be. That paint is slick as can be. Man, I can't say enough good things about this car. She is a beauty. Look at all the reflections in the paint. I love it. Rocker moldings looking sweet. Wheel covers looking sweet. Got one fine little line here looking good. And look at this interior. She's a beauty. Look at the dash, steering wheel, center console. Gorgeous. It's got that FM tuner over there. Remember those? Those are so cool. If you wanted FM radio back then, that's how you had to get it. We got seat belts in the back. Now, if you want to check out a bunch of pictures of the car with the top up, go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. You'll see those pictures. She's gorgeous. Can't say enough good things about it. Now, stick with us in the video here. We're going to get it up on the lift, check out the underside. We're going to get it out and drive it. We're going to have a blast. Look at that. That looks like the original key. Isn't that sweet? Got the little pony on there. I'm hoping this is the one that opens the deck lid. Ha, look at that. Man, look at that trunk. Looks brand new in there. All the paint work. Now, whenever you're looking at a classic car, you gotta look at the trunk floor. You can see all the mats are there. Now, on a Mustang, that's actually the gas tank in there. Everything looks nice and clean in here. Wheel wells nice and solid. I always check in this area. You can see that the bottom of the deck lid's been painted up nice. Check the lips on the deck lid. The rubber's been replaced. Check the chrome on the taillight lenses. Check the lenses themselves also. Everybody knows the little trick when you look on the lens for the date. Got the suitcase rack there, and that's slick. Adds a little chrome. When you look down the side of this beauty, I'll tell you what, the painter, man, I can't get over what a beautiful job they did on this car. I love these wheel covers too, man, really sharp. Look like something out of a Mad Max movie. Those spinners are beautiful. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do any consignment whatsoever. That means we own this Mustang, so you can bet we spent the time to check it out before we bought it. The first thing we did when we got it here is get it up on the lift so we can answer all your questions. So call Tom at 248-974-9513. He answers his phone 7 days a week and practically 24 hours a day. Call him anytime. You want any additional pictures of the car? Just give him a call. He'll get you additional pictures. Like if you want a close-up of this area right here, he'll get you a close-up. Now, I've been in the business about 35 years. As a matter of fact, I restored a 67 Cougar, was my first personal car. And I'm going to use all of that experience helping you buy your dream car. Mustang Convertible time. It is a beautiful day to go for a ride in a Mustang Convertible. Got a little bit of cloud cover here, so we don't have to worry about the sun. It is beautifully warm out. It is Mustang convertible time, guys. She is a beauty. Now, these cars were driven and driven and driven. There's not very many of them out there because everybody drove the wheels off of these beauties. Look down here on the dash. She is a beauty. We got the Speedo working here. We got a rally pack working, looking sweet. Now, it's got the original radio and it's got that FM tuner in there, center console, and we can deliver this car anywhere in the world. You just call Tom at 248-974-9513. Tom will explain the whole process to you, just how easy it is. Now, Tom answers his phone 7 days a week. Uh-oh, we got goose in the way. Look at these geese, all getting in the way, these doggone Canadian geese. Come on, guys, let's go, get out of the way. All right, back to Tom. He'll answer his phone 7 days a week and practically 24 hours a day, so call him anytime. He'll call you back. We can help you out with financing too, so call anytime. He'll tell you how easy that is also. He'll take care of all the paperwork for you, no problem whatsoever. Now, we ship out these cars 95% of the time sight unseen, but we do invite you to come visit us. We'd love to have you come on in, check out the car in person, send an inspector, whatever you want to do. We're open 6 days a week. We're close to the airport if you'd like to come in. We're also open on Saturdays if you like to drive in. So stick with us. We're about to do something nobody else does. We're gonna put this thing up on the lift so you can check out the bottom side. Then we're gonna get under the hood and see what's making the power.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the underside of our 1966 Mustang. Unfortunately, Greg had to step out for a moment, so you're stuck with me for this undercarriage video. So the gas tank on this car looks like it more than likely has been a replacement gas tank. They do have it painted a nice black color here. Moving forward to that, I can see they do have looks to be a brand new sending unit, ring, and gasket in it as well. Of course, looks like a brand new exhaust system on the car. This is the factory style muffler. Another cool thing about this car, which is different than a lot of the Mustangs we see here, it actually has a single exhaust on it, which is actually a little more, I feel like most of the Mustangs back in the day actually had single exhaust on them. This one is probably a little bit more correct than a lot as far as that aspect goes. Another cool thing is just beyond this muffler, we have a Ford 8-inch rear end. Now, one really cool thing about this is I believe this is the original rear end for the car. This car actually was born a limited slip differential in Ford 8-inch, which actually was fairly rare. The gear ratio that's in there is about 3:0 to 1, which means this thing will cruise on the freeway just fine with its 3-speed automatic transmission. Like I said, it does have a Posi traction or limited slip in it. Track lock, if I'm not mistaken, that's what Ford called it. On either end of there, we do have a set of drum brakes. They are power, and of course here at Vanguard, we go through all these drum brakes, and I can tell you that they're put together properly, and that's one thing that we are experts in here dealing with our antique cars like we like. So looking at the rear end here, like I said, 3.0, it looks like it has the original tag on it as well. And of course, you know, 3L00, the L actually means limited slip, which is cool. Now we have our shocks here. These are actually a set of KYB gas adjust. Once again, I highly recommend these to anybody that's looking for shocks. These turn dump trucks into Cadillacs. They're actually very, very nice set of shocks. Drive shaft looks like it's original to the car, looking good. No heavy pitting or anything like that. Now the car does look like it's had a little bit of metal work done. It looks like they've done a pretty nice job with it too. So we've had a floor pan replacement going on here. All their seams are nice, sealed up really nice. The fitment looks good. Moving forward to that, looks like this side, same thing here. So they probably did, you know, when the restoration was done, they did the whole car. Looks like the fuel and brake line look to be relatively recent as well. U-joints look like they're feeling pretty good. Parking brake looks like it's all hooked up. That's something we also like to see here. It being a convertible, we do have the extra bracing here, which is very typical of convertibles, or most of them, if not all of them, had it. Now here we have a C4 3-speed automatic. Now this transmission I do not believe to be the original one for the car based on the casting date or the casting clock here on this transmission. This one I believe to be a 64-65 model, this car being a 66. A little bit off, but it is period correct. Moving forward at that, we can see the underside of our Ford 289 here, good looking oil pan. Looks like all the factory bracing and whatnot's there. Front end of the car looks to be very recent as well. Everything looks nice and tight. And of course here at Vanguard we make sure to check everything out, make sure everything's nice and tight. Check ball joints, tie rod ends, the whole 9 yards. Now something that has been done to this car And I do believe this is a conversion. It's had a set of front disc brakes done on it. Now this is the Kelsey Hayes 4-piston calipers here, which is a correct thing that would have been on these Mustangs back in the day. Of course, these are power brake series. You got power 4-piston disc brakes on the front. Power steering here that you can see here. Moving forward to that, Wix oil filter, brand new oil change on it. Underside of this here, a little bit of a rash right here, but not too awful bad. It's not caved in. See here, we've got looks like all of our strut rod bushings all look to be new. Upper control arms, if you come over here, look brand new. And that's how they come when you get them from a parts manufacturer, the new ones. KYB Shocks up there as well. Looks like a brand new spring seat. Pretty much all the front end looks to be brand new on this thing. Coming around the side here, paint looking really nice even on the bottom side. We got a set of Michelins on this thing. Let's see here for a size, 195/75 R14 with a good looking factory hubcap on it. Come around to this side. All right, for the rear tire, we have a 195/75 R14, same as the front. Same good looking factory style center cap here, or hubcap I should say. Once again, Michelin tires on it. Paintwork all back here looks like it's in pretty good shape. They even restored it to the level. We've even put in like the little drain vent rubber on here, which is also nice to see. Beautiful color on this car as well. Well, that all being said, let's go take a look under the hood. 66 Mustang, we have a 289 V8. Now, I believe this engine not to be the original one for the car. It's very, very close. However, I believe it's a very late 1965 model year engine based on the casting dates, assembly or machining date, and the assembly date of the car. Period correct nonetheless. It is a 289, which is what this car would have been born with. Now, we do have, I'd like to say that we have Ford actual belts on this, which is cool. We also have, looks like the original front dress on it, Ford alternator on it, original type distributor that would be in this here. However, this distributor has been upgraded with a Patronics unit. For those of which that do not know, that's a points delete, basically. It puts modern guts in an old-timey distributor. Looks like a factory style intake manifold, but above that intake manifold we have a Edelbrock 600 CFM 4-barrel carburetor, and atop that, as you can see, they maintain the original air cleaner, which is something I really like to see. If you move just to the right of that, you can see here that, and I mentioned it underneath, we have a aftermarket booster and master cylinder on it as well, along with the disc brake conversion in the front. And all the plumbing looks to be done fairly nicely too. If you look back in there, which is, you know, attention to detail, I like to see it. Looks like a set of factory exhaust manifolds on the car. Now, you heard me mention underneath that it does have power steering. You can see the pump right here, all painted up nice and pretty. Looks like a brand new gasket here on our water pump, more than likely a brand new water pump as well. See, looking over here, you can see we have the topper for a modern battery. This is actually not an Autolite Stay Full. This is a top on a modern battery. But they actually did put a battery in it that actually has the original hold down. Very often you don't see that, which is also very cool. Wiring looks to be more or less just original to the car. And, you know, everything I see here looks to be just, you know, nicely kept. Nothing that I see that concerns me. Underside of the hood here looks like it's in good shape, painted just as nice as the outside of the car. Everything, of course, once again, was taken apart to be done, which is all stuff that you want to see on a higher quality restoration. We've got the windshield wiper bag here. Looks like a new radiator in it. I mean, overall, pretty nice job on this restoration. Very high quality, and that's what we like to see here at Vanguard. So, if you'd like to have this Mustang parked in your driveway, make sure to call Tom at the number below and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.